कार्येषु सर्वदा सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तवं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। नारद उवाच प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं भक्तावासं स्मरेन्नित्यम् आयुक्कामार्थसिद्धये। प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च एकदन्तं द्वितीयकं तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकं लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजं च धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टमं नवमं भालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम् एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननं द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः न च विघ्नभयं तस्य सर्वसिद्धिकरं प्रभो इति नारदपुराणे संकटनाशन गणेश स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम। Om. We'll do extract from Guru Stotram. Om. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। We'll do दक्षिणामूर्ति स्तोत्रम्। ओम मौन व्याख्या प्रकटित परब्रह्म तत्त्वं युवानम् पर्सिष्टान्ते वसदृशिगणैः आवृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दरूपं स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे पटविटपि समीपे भूमिभागे निषन्नं सकलमुनिजनानां ज्ञानदातारमारात् त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवं जननमरणदुःखच्छेददक्षं नमामि। चित्रं वटतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं शिष्यास्तु छिन्न संशया निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषये भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ We'll do दक्षिणामूर्ति स्तोत्रम्। विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतम् पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतम् मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ् यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मकम् असत्कल्पार्थकं भासते साक्षात् तत्त्वमसीति वेदवचसा यो बोधयत्याश्रितान् यः साक्षात्करणात् भवेन्न पुनरावृत्तिर्भवाम्भो निधौ तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये नानाछिद्रघटोदरस्थितमहादीपप्रभाभास्वरम् ज्ञानं यस्य तु चक्षुरादिकरणद्वारा बहिस्पन्दते जानामीति तमेव भान्तमनुभाते तत्समस्तं जगत् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये देहं प्राणमपीन्द्रियाण्यपि चलान् बुद्धिं च शून्यं विदुः स्त्रीबालान्धजडोपमास्त्वहमिति भ्रान्ता वृषम्बादिनः मायाशक्तिविलासकल्पितमहाव्यामोहसंहारिणे तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये राहुग्रस्तदिवाकरेन्दुसदृशो मायासमाच्छादनात् सन्मात्रकरणोपसंहरणतो यो भूत्सुषुप्तः पुमान् प्रागस्वाप्समिति प्रबोधसमये यः प्रत्यभिज्ञायते तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बाल्यादिष्वपि जागृदादिषु तथा सर्वास्वस्थास्वपि व्यावृत्तास्वनुवर्तमानमहमित्यन्तः स्फुरन्तं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजतां यो मुद्रया भद्रया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राध्यात्मना भेदतः स्वप्ने जाग्रति वा य एष पुरुषो माया परिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये भूरम्भांस्य नलो नीलोऽम्बरम् अहर्नाथो हिमांशुः पुमान् इत्याभाति चराचरात्मकमिदं यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम् नान्यत् किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशतां यस्मात् परस्माद् विभोः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये सर्वात्मत्वमिति स्फुटीकृतमिदं यस्मादमुष्मिंस्तवे तेनास्य श्रवणात् तदत्तमननात् ध्यानाच्च संकीर्तनात् सर्वात्मत्वमहाविभूतिसहितं स्याधीश्वरत्वं स्वतः सिद्ध्ये तत्पुनरष्टधा परिणतं च ऐश्वर्यमव्याहतम् Om. We'll now do Gita Dhyanam before we go into the Bhagavad Gita. Om पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनीं सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पतैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिबलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। अथ दशमोऽध्यायः। विभूति योगो नाम दशमोऽध्यायः। Sorry, the throat is a little. ओम श्री कृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। I am a conscious being. I am aware of myself. When I say I am aware of myself, what am I aware of? I'm aware of myself as an individual entity with a capacity to judge, with a capacity to arrive at certain conclusions. I see myself as an individual entity different from everything else. And everything else is so vast that I feel small. I feel small. I feel inadequate. I feel insignificant. I feel insecure. And I am not happy with this situation. I want freedom from insecurity, from insignificance, from inadequacy, from smallness. This struggle to become secure, to become adequate, to become somebody significant is called samsara, struggle. And the vastly different world, I would like to know more about it. Not only is there a world, I see it is intelligently put together. There is some order there. I also look for a maker. So, Jiva, Srishti, Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, resolution is important. I need to resolve the individual, the world, and the maker. This resolution is absolutely important. Till I get it, I am not at ease. In the first 6 chapters, the teacher told me about me. He says, you as a jiva are not the body, mind, sense complex that you have concluded yourself to be. You are different from the limited individuality. You are a whole being. And how do I own up? In the next 6 chapters, called Madhyama Shatkam, the Ishvara that I see and the Jagat that I see, the resolution is sought to be provided. The teacher provides. And there is a prakriya adopted. A prakriya is a teaching methodology. A methodology is adopted. And the methodology is from the Shastra. What you see, the world, Jagat, is a Drishya Prapancha. Is a visible, tangible world. Drishya Prapancha. And the Drishya Prapancha is known to me by Pratyaksha Pramana. By operating a means of knowledge, I know. It's called Pratyaksha Pramana. There are certain aspects which are not immediately available to me. Pratyaksha is direct knowledge. I have to know it through other means of knowledge, inference, etc. They are called Paroksha Jnanam. When I look at the Srishti, I am able to get Pratyaksha Jnana. I look for the maker. When it comes to maker of something like this, I don't have to know, really infer, because I know there is a maker, there is a company, and this is how it works. So, though Paroksha, it is almost direct. It is almost Pratyaksha. But when I see the Srishti, I look for a Paroksha Ishvara. I want an Ishvara who I can understand. And that Paroksha Ishvara, I want to convert to Pratyaksha Ishvara. I want to see Ishvara. I want to have Sakshatkar. I want to have Darshan. The teacher addresses this. And I have access to certain works which says people have seen Pratyaksha Ishvara. Somebody saw Narasimha Avatar. Somebody saw Vamana Avatar, Pratyaksha Ishvara. Somebody saw Parashurama Avatar. Somebody saw Rama Avatar. Somebody saw Krishna Avatar. Sri Krishna Avatar. Rama Avatar, is it Pratyaksha for me? Krishna Avatar, is it Pratyaksha for me? No. It has become Paroksha. But that avatar appeared and also went away. It is Paroksha now. That's why I need a temple to invoke. But do I have a Pratyaksha issue? Yes, we have people. They say, for this person, Krishna is Pratyaksha. That means what? He appears in front of this person. When? Imagine we are here, number of us are here, Krishna comes. So he must be Pratyaksha for everybody. But suppose he doesn't, others in this room are not able to see him, I alone, or suppose I alone am able to see him. Then he is Pratyaksha for me alone, not for everybody. He doesn't fall under the, careful, okay? He doesn't fall under the category of Pratyaksha. He falls under the category of Pratibhasika. Pratibhasika means subjective. And I have to prove to you that the Pratibhasika Krishna who's sitting here and acknowledging my talk is Pratyaksha. You let us say, where does this guy see Krishna? I don't see anybody there. So do you look at the problem we are in? The teacher here tells you, I'm going to show you something which will make you see Pratyaksha Ishwar. Okay, yeah. He's going to make you see Pratyaksha Ishwar. How do I see Pratyaksha Ishwara? I'm going to show you the glories. Illustratively, I'm going to give you, I'm not exhaustive list. I'm going to illustratively show you the glories where you can see me Pratyaksha Ishvara. And from chapter 7 through chapter 9, Ishvara has said there are, Krishna has said, Ishvara has two distinct features. One is Para Prakriti, the intelligent cause. That is the Apara Prakriti. Apara Prakriti is the material cause. While the material cause is the Drishya Prapancha, the Apara Prakriti is Dishya Prapancha, Para Prakriti you have to discern. And where in this Srishti can you discern the Para Prakriti? And unless you have the Apara Para Prakriti together, your knowledge will be incomplete. Okay? And that's why the teacher says here in verse number 2, Name Viduhu Suraganaha Prabhavam Cha Maharshi. Even Maharishis do not know me. It has to be revealed to you. Okay. Aham Adihi Devanam Maharshinam. So I am the beginningless, costless cause. I can use all these words and rhetoric, but it doesn't make sense. Okay. Yo mam ajam adim cha vetti. One who knows me as the costless cause and the beginningless beginning. One who knows me as that, as the Loka Maheshwara and also as a sustainer of this Srishti, is free. Free from what? Free from the struggle of wanting to know what is all this. Why do I feel inadequate? I'm free from this. When he goes about explaining Srishti, the first 4 and 5, he explained the internal Srishti. There's a small understanding required here. Buddhi is an object of my knowledge. It was created. It's an endowment given unto me. I'm going to use this buddhi, a limited buddhi, which has been trained so far in understanding only the drishya prapancha. I'm going to use this buddhi to know the Srishti Karta himself. Okay. The pot wants to know clay. The pot is clay and it wants to know clay. I want to know the clay which made all the pots. The wave wants to know the ocean. So look at the, what do you call it, the precipice that one wants to climb. It's not easy. So I need what is called Sukshma Buddhi. Sukshma Buddhi is a certain, what do I call it, Bariki, they say in Hindi, lovely word. I need a certain refinement, a certain preparedness to understand things. In the coin drop. Right? Those days, there used to be a telephone booth, PCO, in which you will dial, hold the coin like this, and when the person says hello, you drop, and the connection is distant. It's called a coin drop. Then the coin, it falls into place. For that, I need a certain refinement. And this entire internal Srishti is Ishvara endowment. That's what we have been told so far. Now Krishna takes us further. Verse number 6. Let's read. Maharshaya sapta purve. Maharshaya sapta purve. Chatvaro manavastatha. Chatvaro manavastatha. Whole verse. Whole line. Maharshaya sapta purve chatvaro manavastatha. Madbhava Manasa Jata. Madbhava Manasa Jata. Yesham Loka Imaf Prajaha. Yesham Loka Imaf Prajaha. All verse. Maharshaya Sapta Purve Chatvaro Manavastatha Yadbhava Manasa Jata Yesham Loka Imaf Prajaha. Once more. Maharshaya Sapta Purve Chatvaro Manavastatha Madbhava Manasa Jata Yesham Loka Imaf Prajaha. So how this Srishti come about? Let's understand. This was revealed to rishis, maharishi. Who are maharishi? Maharishis are called mantra drishtaha. It was revealed to them. We should not use a word. He was told. It was revealed to them. Revealed to whom? Not one person. We don't believe in revealed to one person. It was revealed to the Maharishis. And how many Maharishis? Sapta Maharishi. Let's see the names of those Sapta. Saptarishi, you see, in the sky, you see, no? Something, carriage being dragged by 3 horses. If you look up in the sky, when the star is high, you can see. Okay? Saptarishi. What are the Saptarishi? Who are the Saptarishi? Let us see. Yeah. Brighu, Marichi, Atri, Pulasya, Pulaha, Kratu, Vasishta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bhrigu, Marichi, Atri, Pulasya, Pula, Kritu, Vasishta. These are the Saptarishi to whom this was revealed. They are mantra drishtas. And it was also revealed to Chatvaro Purve. So there are totally 11 Maharishis you have to remember. Okay? 11 Rishis. 7 I gave you, now 4 more. Now these 4 are, if you remember Dakshinamurti Stotra, there is Sanakadi Munijana. There are Munis, Munis, Sanaka, etc. So there are 4 Rishis. Sanaka Rishi, Sanandana Rishi, Sanat Kumara Rishi, Sanat Sujata Rishi. There are 11 Rishis. So to these 11 Maharishis, Srishti was revealed. We are establishing the teaching parampara. It was handed down by Ishvara himself to the 11 Maharishis. Okay? Then, from them, Manava Statha. There are 14 Manus. So our Manu is called Manu and Shatarupa. The male and the female aspect of Srishti. So 11 Maharishis, Manavas Tatha. This is how the Srishti has come about. And from this Srishti, what has come? Mat Bhava. They are the expressions of my Apara Prakriti. How did the Apara Prakriti project itself forth? So in one place it is said, Ishvara became full. I became full. Full is a wrong word. It's such a inconsiderate. It's such a unintelligent use of. In his fullness, created Srishti. Okay. See, we have to understand something. We are using the limited buddhi to understand the creator of the buddhi itself. It's a not an easy job. We have to, it will come. It has, how it has to work. It has to fall in place. It has to fall in place. Okay. So, how can you create in fullness? Let's say you go to see some a natural phenomenon. You see a full solar eclipse, full eclipse of the sun. They'll tell you, don't see, don't this, don't that. Let's say nobody tells you, and you look at the solar eclipse. A full glowing red sun blocked in black, and you see the diamond glowing there. When you look at it, what happens? You are full and you say, wow, that's Srishti. You're looking at a huge body, waterfalls, Niagara Falls. Then you look at the hugeness and vastness of Aurora Borealis, you see and say, wow. So in your fullness, Srishti comes about. It's the nearest example I can. So Brahman in his fullness created. And this is how the creation came about. You have 5 tanmatras. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apaha, Prithvi. 5. Then Ashta, sun, moon, and individuality. The 5 tanmatras come together. It is called Panchikaranam, grossification. So, the subtle Panchabhutas became gross Panchabhutas. Evolved into, let's not use became, evolved into gross Panchabhutas. Okay, how does it happen? You plant a seed, watch it flower and slowly grow, evolve, it evolves. You can't open the seed and say this is where the apple is. It evolves. It evolved into Panchabhutas, gross Panchabhutas. These gross Panchabhutas came together and Srishti projected forth. And from Manu and Shatarupa, the entire Srishti evolved. How? Manasa Jata, Ishwaras, from Ishwaras, Manas from Ishwaras, Bhava from Ishwara's will. Ishwara willing without willing. Okay. Ishwara wills means is sankalpa. May it be so. From that, the Srishti came forth. That's how it is explained. It has to fall in place sometime. Okay. Keep working on it. Keep working on it. It fell into place. One more thing we have to understand here. The purport of Shastras is not to explain Srishti at all. Because if you really went into high-level Vedanta, there is nothing called high-level Vedanta. If I go into serious study of Vedanta, you will say Srishti. You will say, what Srishti? There is no Srishti. They'll give you an example, simple example. During the dusk, in poor light, in the absence of proper street lighting, you see something in shape lying on the road and you thought it was a snake. And you had all the fear of a snake. Then you realize it is not a snake. Now, how does it matter whether it was a rattlesnake, a viper, or a python, or as a cobra, king cobra, or simply a harmless snake? How does it matter? So that logic they'll bring in. So that's why we say the purport of Shastras is not to explain Srishti. But if I told you this and dismissed Srishti, Atma Jnana won't work. So I have to create a certain understanding of Srishti so that the restless mind is quieted. And you have to understand the Srishti properly. That's why we go through all these steps. Okay? So, now, Madbhava, Manasa Jata, it came out of my desire. Okay? Esham Loka Imam Praja. Everything that you see around me is me alone. That means we have to understand Ishvara here as material cause upadana karanam. Now I come to the other portion. So do you see, how do you see Pratyaksha Ishvara? Everything in Srishti is Pratyaksha Ishvara for you. It is Ishvara's material. Where is cotton in this? In and through cotton, in this Drishya Prapancha, there is nothing but Ishvara manifesting as material. And remember, the Karanam is never away from the Karyam. The cause is never away from the product. Ishvara is never away from the Srishti. You can't, for the sake of your convenience, you can say Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabam Suresham. First line. Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham. Ah, see the whole thing Vishwadhara. What is Vishwadhara? It is material cause which supports the entire existence. That's why it's Vishwa Adhara. Pot Adhara is what? Clay. Ornament Adhara is gold. Vishwa Adhara is Ishvara as material cause. We have to understand it this way. Okay? Let's go to verse number 7. They're all subtle. They are poetic. So that's why in one place they will say Avishnu is lying down in a Shira Sagara, in a coiled serpent with Adishesha, number of heads. He is in reclining pose. Lakshmi, Bhudevi, Sri Devi are at his feet. His jewel, the jewels are described, his Makara Kundala is described, his crown is described, his complexion is described, the color of his eyes, the color of his eyebrows, and then the lashes and things like that are described. And from his Nabhi comes a Kamal, on top of it, Brahmaji is seated. And from Brahmaji, the entire Srishti comes, the beautiful images, so that you can hook onto it and develop your bhakti. Your first level of inquiry starts here. As you keep dwelling on that, as you see Upadana Karanam, you have to learn to see Srishti, Ishvara everywhere in the Srishti. This is there in our Bhava. You buy something new, especially when it's a writing instrument or something. Yeah, and then what do you do first? You buy a book. You accidentally step upon a book. Everything is pujaniyam. But at the same time, you're intelligent. Suppose you build a ship, okay? And you just let the ship set sail. It's perfectly okay, breaking a coconut on the ship. But you don't break a coconut on your laptop, is it? Do you? Or on your mobile phone. So you're intelligent enough. Chaitanyam is working. You know, in this Rishti, the Upadana Karanam has certain limitations. And the Buddhi works and says you can't break a coconut open on your new laptop or on your iPad or whatever. So see how intelligence also works. So the coin drop has to happen. Let's see first. Etam vibhutim yogam cha. Etam vibhutim yogam cha. Mamayo vetti tatvatah. Mamayo vetti tatvatah. Whole line. Etam vibhutim yogam cha. Etam vibhutim yogam cha. Mamayo vetti tatvatah. Sovikampena yogena. Sovikampena yogena. युज्यते नात्र संशयः. युज्यते नात्र संशयः. Full verse. एतां विभूतिं योगं च मम यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः सोविकं सोविकम्पेन योगेन युज्यते नात्र संशयः. Once more. एतां विभूतिं योगं च मम यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः सोविकम्पेन योगेन युज्यते नात्र संशयः. यो यह one एताम मम विभूतिम तत्वतः वेति. Okay, one who understands Srishti properly. One who understands Srishti properly. Yaha etam, this Srishti, this is me, my material cause, vibhuti, my expressions, my manifestations, tattvataha veti, understands me properly. How? Yogam, by yoga shakti. Yoga shakti is not closing your eyes and imagining things. There is a teaching prakriya. The teacher has taught you so far 7, 9, and we are into 10. We will go into 11 and 12 as well. We do regular mananam and we do nididhyasanam. We relate every action to our knowledge. Okay? It is not just, let's say, it's a common thing everywhere. You are going to work and you cross a temple. Even without realizing, you do this. You cross a church, still do it. Why? Ishvara for you, there is no difference there. Okay? So, Mam Veti, now this for you, the church is as much an alambanam as a temple. It's an alambanam. Anything is an alambanam for you. That is the astha that one has to go deep down. One has to go deep down. I need that alambanam which will give me my foundation. I need that alambanam. Okay. So, yaha, one who knows me, tattvataha. How should I know tattvataha? Ishvara is abhinna nimitta upadana karanam. What I see is upadana karanam, tangible. Drishya prapancha is upadana karanam. There is a nimitta karanam which is not readily visible. Is it visible at all? I have to discern its visibility. Okay? Let's see the prakriya the teacher uses. Do you see my hand? Yeah, you see. Drishya prapancha. Drishya prapancha gone. What do you see? The hand is seen in the medium of light. Upadana karanam is seen. The unseen light is to be discerned. Drishya prapancha gone, light still exists. How do you see light? You see light because you can't but see light. I exist. This exists because I validate it. Okay, I validate it. I know it exists. How do you know I exist? I can't but know that I exist. Self-evident, okay, self-evident Atma is me. This is the mixture of the self-evident Atma and Upadana Karanam manifesting itself as my Sharira. This has to be the understanding. Yo mam veti tatvataha. What happens? That Purusha, Saha Purusha, avikampena, he doesn't get shaken. He doesn't get shaken. Avikampena yujyate na samshayaha. He is able to relate to the whole srishti without getting, without struggle, without being shaken. This is how it's explained. Let's understand a little. Let's dwell a little. Okay, it doesn't matter if we don't complete 9. Let's understand. See, please understand something. Unless you're able to relate to it, apply it to our life, no point study. You should be able to relate. I should be able to relate. I should be able to apply it to my life. Is this Ishvara? It is Ishvara for me. Not for me, it is Ishvara. It is Ishvara's upadana karanam. There is a maker. I can use this example. It is a upadana. It's intelligently put together. It's intelligently put together. Upadana karanam, working. There's a cause. I spoke too loudly. There is an order which says it dries up, you will cough. Order. I see Ishvara's order everywhere. Where is the question of missing Ishvara? Ishvara is nowhere. Just put a dash after the N-O-W. Ishvara is now here. This calls for clarity. And when Ishvara is everywhere, Ishvara everywhere doesn't fit into some ridiculous description. Ishvara alone is what in this Srishti is mine. Is this mine? Endowment. All this, what I own, is this mine? Endowment. Is this voice mine? Is this buddhi mine? The thought process, is it mine? Endowment. I see only Ishvara and his vibhuti there. That's what he says. One who sees my vibhuti, na samshaya, clearly, avikampe, there is absolutely no shaking. There is no struggle at all. Hey, look at our lives. We live either yesterday, meaning past. It means you are living with the dead. Nothing can be done about the past. Your regret is not going to bring anything alive. I wish I had done this. I wish I had done this. I wish I had not done this. I wish I had not said this. I wish I had said this. I wish that fellow had treated me like this. I wish I had started this study so many years ago. I wish I had a little more attentively when the classes were taken. It takes you nowhere. You live in the dead. And the other life? Live in the future. A myth. You don't even know if you're going to survive this evening. So, living in the past, you're living with the dead. Living in the future, you're living with the myth. Living now is being alive. And what are you alive to? Alive to this Srishti. In this Srishti, what is yours? There is only Ishvara there. What is yours? In this knowledge, can we align my Artha Kama pursuit? Artha Kama pursuit is valid, perfectly valid, because we started it. I, being an individual entity, I want to get out of the feeling of security, insecurity. And when I achieve things, when I accomplish something, I become relatively free from insecurity. The script is acceptable to me. I follow Artha Kama with what attitude? Hey, I am doing nothing. I am using my skills, which are endowment by themselves. I use the skills which are endowment by themselves. I use them well. I work at it. Some results come to me, accrue to me. They are again endowment by themselves. I develop a certain attitude, a humility, and I am taken to the third stage of inquiry. How do I look, or how do I have sakshatkara with Chaitanya Ishvara Para Prakriti? If I'm not able to see that, the entire world is a struggle. I am a shaking leaf. What is a shake? Will I get? Will I not get? Will this last? Will I not? Will it not last? What I have as a corpus will remain a corpus or will go away. Hey, look at the anxiety driven world. And because of this anxiety, there is greed. And this model runs the world. What is the model? Grab as much as you can, grab as much. And even after you make, I tell you what, the richest man at one point of time is poor. He's still insecure. The richer the person, the higher the walls. The more he pays for security, maintaining security. Cameras, and the cameras can be followed anywhere in the world. Yes, there's a person here who has cameras installed in the house and is linked to his mobile phone so that in the USA he sees whether maid servant has come on time, whether driver has come on time, whether they have fed the dogs. You use technology for this. Look at the insecurity. And if you know Ishvara Tattvataha, avikampena, there is absolute clarity. Okay? Let's look at this absolute clarity. Am I a person who will never be shaken? Am I a person who will all the time absolutely at balance? This is a human sharira. The human sharira has its vulnerability. Even as I'm talking, I can cough. I don't even know if I'll survive. How long? No idea. Just no idea. Not me. Anybody around me cannot guarantee. Nothing is guaranteed. So there is a vulnerable human individual entity. Vulnerable physically. I am vulnerable emotionally. I am vulnerable financially. I am vulnerable politically, ideologically. So I need crutches everywhere. I am vulnerable. But avikampena, this vulnerability does not trouble me. They all have their place, but no one runs. I'm anxious. Hey, don't tell me, hey, this man studies Bhagavad Gita chapter 10, he must have zero anxiety. Imagine. Hey, we had all gone, my friend has come here. We had all gone to a place to give Gita lectures. And we were talking about how in the knowledge of Ishvara, there will be no insecurity. And we are on the 10th floor of the building. The power goes off. I may not insecure or secure. It's 7 o'clock in the evening, dark. I can't walk down. Rest assured, I will be. And two guys have to carry me down. Those five will be equally insecure. So don't tell me there'll be insecurity. There'll be no insecurity. But it won't. It'll be there. But it will not run your life. You'll say, we'll find a way. We'll find it. Perhaps go down every floor, rest for a while. Again go down, rest for a while. Instead of going alone, an entourage can take you. Two fellows shining the torch, two fellows carrying me around, two fellows back up. Hey, you go down royally. Vulnerability will be there. Emotional insecurity will be there. Fears will be there. All of them are Ishvara Srishti Vibhuti, orders of Ishvara. They'll all be there. But along with that, I have the Chaitanya Aham, aliveness. That will help me handle every emotion object. I get valuable space inside to handle all this. We campaign, understand it, it'll suddenly start falling in place. Suddenly start falling. Okay, let's look at verse number 8. Now, Ishvara explains. Ishvara talks. Krishna here talks as Ishvara. Aham sarvasya prabhavah. Aham sarvasya prabhavah. Matthas sarvam pravartate. Matthas sarvam pravartate. Aham sarvasya prabhavah. Matthas sarvam pravartate. Iti mam bhajante mam. Sorry. Iti matva bhajante mam. Iti matva bhajante mam. Buddha bhava samanvitaha. Buddha bhava samanvitaha. Whole line, whole verse. Aham sarvasya prabhavaha. Matthas sarvam pravartate. Iti matva bhajante mam. Buddha bhava samanvitaha. Once more. Aham sarvasya prabhavaha. Mattha sarvam pravartate. Iti matva bhajante mam. Buddha bhava samanvitaha. Okay. Aham sarvasya sampurna prabhavaha. I am the cause of everything that you see. I am the material cause. Whatever you see is manifestation of my material cause. Avatara means manifestation. Rama avatar, Krishna avatar. Now we have Srishti avatar. What is the ninth avatar? Think. Krishna is eighth, no? What is the ninth avatar? In fact, the right expression for the ninth avatar is Vishwarupa avatar. Everything that you see in Srishti is Ishvara. Your Buddha, that's why it's called Buddha avatar. Your buddhi has to be, you have to discern the presence of Ishvara in Vishwa. So, this entire thing that you see is me alone. Gold says, I manifest, I alone manifest as all the ornaments. Clay says, I alone manifest as all the pots. Aham sarvasya prabhavaha. Yeah, I am the one who manifests. There is only clay. There are no pots. There is no pot minus clay. I see pot, but I have to discern clay. We do it all the time. You see an ornament, but you buy gold. Just extend it to Ishvara. Okay? Matha sarvam pravartate. I am not only everything, I sustain the whole thing by my sheer presence. It is not that clay created pot and went away. Just imagine clay created pot and went away. What kind of Srishti would be? I created the gold says I created the ornament and went away. Doesn't make sense at all. I created the whole thing and I sustain it by mere presence. I have to understand that the Srishti that I see around me is sustained by Ishvara. Related to your life. Related to your life. Having manifested as Upadana Karanam, as Nimitta Karanam, I have a place in the Srishti. Please understand this clearly. I have a place. My prarabdha is somewhat written. I have the freedom to write further script of mine. I have been endowed with Shakti. I have been endowed with all kinds of Shakti. I have been endowed with the Srishti. I have been endowed with people. I am sustained by Ishvara. This has to be clear to you. This is avikampena. I am not alone. A nice song, no? A fellow says. अकेला हूं मैं इस दुनिया में. आप अकेले नहीं है. Entire Ishvara is with you. Is not with you. You are Ishvara. This puts a lot of things fall in place. Yeah. Iti matva bhajante mam. One who is able to relate to the Srishti like this. Buddha. Buddha means the intelligent one. Buddha, Buddhiman, Bhaktajan. Okay. Samanvita. You are relaxed. What are we right now? Worked up. When you are able to see the presence of Ishvara everywhere, you see the world as different from you and you as different from the world. If I, what do you do that, I just walk in. I walk. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. I don't fit in. Once that I fit in, I see everything falling into place. Where is insecurity? This has to be discerned, understood, and lived. That's a beautiful word. You have to live that. You have to be alive to this knowledge. This is how it works. This is how Bhagavad Gita works. Okay? We'll see in our next session. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनीं देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भया सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांति. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय हो. स्वामी दयानंद महाराज की जय हो. जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम. बजरंग बली की जय हो. पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय हो. People who want to see clarification can mail me at my email ID and either in a group setup or one-to-one. The teacher will try to explain. When I say teacher, it will not be me, the person, the knowledge will, the teaching will work. Om. Have a wonderful week. We meet tomorrow, people, morning for meditation, and next Monday we continue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mohanji. Thank you.